Another line you said in that song, Tomorrow Never Comes. If I was gonna let you live, I would have wrapped my face. How deep were you in the streets?
That line kind of answered it. My block had all the Long Island traffic. And then across the tracks was Woodhall, where Ja Rule from. That's my little man. He used to bust traps for me. It's my little man. I'm proud of him and all that, whatever, but that was my little man.
Mm-hmm.
They were scared.
You had a relationship with Ja Rule?
Yeah, I used to be in his crib every day. I had an MPC 3000 in his crib. I introduced Ja to 50. Ja met 50 in Jam Master J's studio with me. He was just on Math Hoffa and said Black Child bought him. But how could Black Child bring you if Black Child was in jail? 50 came. So when 50 came, Jay was just like, yo, just rock with him. I'm gonna get him a deal somewhere else. Like 50 wasn't team, like 50 was an artist that came through the camp.
Right.
So, you know, he came through, when 50 came through, he had wild rhymes, like 84 bar raps that he wrote while he was in shop. But we, and I say we because I was there, and we taught him how to chop that down into 16s. We taught him how to start a verse and end a verse, and what the second verse mean, like music formula, that's what Jay taught me. Jay taught me structure and formula. You know, how, like, different song formulas, like Jay taught us that. So I was there to teach him.
It's not an interview, it's a conversation. Kaeson Skrilla. Why was Jam Master Jay killed?
I don't know. Certain things I just wasn't privy to. Like I was low on me, you know what I'm saying? So certain things I wasn't privy to. Like all that about drugs and all that, I never seen no drugs. I seen pounds of weed. Cause I actually plugged in with my son Trini and he bought out all that. But other than that, like I never seen him do no. So those narratives are weird. A lot of people talking that wasn't around him. I was around him every day. Every time Jay was in town, if Jay was around, Jay would call my phone, okay, where you at? Meet me at the studio. I pull up on him, me and Jay smoke. I got bud, he got butter. We go uptown together and go get some bud. Like, that was my man. A lot of people talking, they wasn't around Jay within the last 10 years of his life for whatever reason. Some say it was because of Randy, some say other reasons, but they wasn't there. So a lot of people with a lot of input, I don't get it, but at the same time, certain things was just not discussed with me. Like I had a block, but I wasn't moving no like kilos, so that wouldn't have been a conversation that we had anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about none of that, but
So none of the rumors are true of him
I don't
transporting drugs, selling drugs?
I can't say they were. But for me to be able to say they were, I would have had to see something. I never seen nothing. I never seen nothing. I never seen him use. I never seen him have. Like, and like I said, I was with Jay all the time. So,
did he get like a death threat or anything? Like, why was he carrying a gun?
Right before he passed, I noticed that he was carrying a gun. He had a silver 380, a Davidson, because I had the same one. Right before he passed, he started carrying that. He started telling me, like, I'm going to the store. I'm coming. Nah, just chill, KB. I'm good. I'm like, what you mean chill? He like, just chill. I'll be right back. So he didn't want me to come with him nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, even to getting rid of his truck, I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I know one of the last times I seen him, I picked him up at his house, the new crib, on Springfield, or off Springfield, and I brought him to the studio, and we chilled. That might have been the day before this happened, actually. That might have been the day before this happened. I got him from his crib, we went to the studio, chilled, But that's how Jay was though. Like if Jay had some like smoke, he wouldn't want me in the middle of it. He wouldn't want me to be involved in that. Like I was like I said, I was a little homie. That's why I call him my uncle. Because he took care of me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he took care of me like that. Like I can recall the moment that I transcended from just being the artist to being family. I can recall that specific moment. Like I was really, really there. Mm-hmm. A lot of people from that call me and ask me questions and then go do interviews and say that I said because they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't there. But
did you notice any financial struggle?
Nah, like I said, he just bought a house. He just bought a house. And I know that because I've been to it. I also been to his apartment. He had an apartment, private apartment by Left Rack. But then he bought the crib. Like I helped sweep out. Like he literally called me, okay, come help me. I gotta sweep up. They coming to lay carpet. So I was in the crib sweeping and cleaning up, helping him get ready for the people to come lay the carpet. And they had just got $1 million deal from Virgin, him and Garnett Reed for Hot to Death Records. I don't see all this struggle that people was talking about. I know before he had some tax problems, but somebody remixed It's Tricky in Europe, and that went 3 million. So Jay got some bread, was able to get himself out that hole, and I think that's when he bought the house. I think the timing lines up properly. Mm-hmm. Like 2001 when they remixed Tricky, made it trip hop, and then like 2002 he bought his crib.
Were you in the studio when he got killed?
Nah. I was the only one that was supposed to be there that wasn't there. When he was going on, Jay wasn't supposed to be there. They was on tour with Aerosmith. They came off a tour with Aerosmith. That's why Jay was there. We was going on tour the next day. Me, Randy, Bo, I think, I don't know if Tony was going with us. I think Ink Pen might have been going with us. But I wasn't even going on the tour. And I called Jay and was like, yo, niggas going on tour with all this jewelry on and I'm not going? Like, he was like, you right, pack your shit. Y'all gonna be going for 2 weeks. So I literally got on the tour the day before he passed. Which is why when that happened, I wasn't there because my clothes was drying. Like my shorty was like, yo, calm down, your clothes still drying. Cause I'm like, yo, like, hurry up, I wanna go to the studio. She like, yo, calm down. Never talked to me like that. Any other time she would have put my weight in the bag and just went. She said that and possibly saved my life.
Did you make it to the funeral?
I went to the wake. I couldn't make it to the funeral. I went to the wake, and I was leaving this chick crib in Baisley, coming down Linden, and I saw the horse and carriage, and I broke down, and I couldn't get myself together. I hadn't really cried like that until I saw that. It was like that was finality for me. Me seeing that glass casket thing, knowing that my big homie about to be in it. And then I knew everybody was going there for photo ops and shit. Like, there was gonna be a bunch of artists there and all that. Like, I ain't wanna, like, that's my family for real. Like, I didn't wanna be there for the photo op. That's my big bro. Like, that was my homie for real. So I skipped the whole funeral. I saw his moms, his sister, his brother, everybody. I had been in the house. I went to the wake. I saw everybody. I paid my respects, but that was too heavy for me. The funeral.
Did you take a break from music after that?
Absolutely. I didn't want to do music anymore. Like, you gotta understand my position. Like, I don't know what the happened. It could have been music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I took a break for a minute, and then this dude named Charlie Mack from California, by way of Def Jeff offered me a deal. I flew out to Cali, something with Universal, it didn't pan out. And then I ended up with SRC in June '04. I signed the SRC right before. Actually, when I got my deal, Steve Rifkin played Lean Back for me before it was out and told me, if you can give me hooks like this, I can make you a star. And I was like, a hook like that? All right. And that record was a monster. I was like, oh, hooks like that. So it taught me something.
Yeah. I want to ask you about a song you made called Tomorrow Never Comes. On that song, you mentioned about getting shot 6 times. What happened?
I had beef in my neighborhood. I had beef in my neighborhood with some dudes I grew up with, and okay, so I'm from Linden Plaza, East New York. You know about East New York, you know it goes down to East New York. So I was a stick-up kid, but I was surrounded by the biggest drug dealers in the city. So they was all moving around because of the feds was coming, and they was a generation over mine. So my generation wanted to take over the neighborhood. They knew they couldn't take over the neighborhood if I was still running around because they was soft and I was doing whatever I wanted to do anyway. So they planned to kill me. We used to throw parties in the vacant apartments, and being that Plaza had so many kids from going to different high schools, our parties used to be jumping. Like we used to make flyers and pass them out in all the schools, and we having chicks from everywhere. Our parties used to go crazy. 3-bedroom apartment with a terrace, you know what I'm saying, unsupervised. So a flyer came out after me and them was beefing, and it said everybody that was from up there that was popping, name on it, and my name was on the flyer, because my name was ringing at the time. I knew it was something funny, but I still went through there. And then they started acting funny, and one dude was like, yo, come in the exit, let me talk to you. And I was like, you don't even talk like that. So my peoples that I was with was like, yo, let's go grip up and come back, because these niggas acting weird. Like, let's go grip up and come back. I had a joint on me, but the clip was broken. But that was part of the reason why I came to the building, because there was a dude in the building that could have fixed the spring for me. So they was like, yo, we going to strap up, we coming back. And I'm like, man, I'm staying here, these niggas. When I opened the exit, one was standing right there, and I laughed at him. When I turned to my left, the other one jumped from behind the wall shaking and shot me in my nose. And he just kept shooting, and I turned around. I grabbed for my gun. When I grabbed for my gun, dude shot me in my elbow, and it stuck in my back. When I turned around, I fell. The dude shot me in the back of my head. And he chased my man Pop. And I got up and picked up my gun and went outside the building. And my people ran back like, yo, who you shot? Are you well? And I'm like, nigga, that's me. I opened my jacket and my shirt was smoking. I got shot in my stomach. Yeah, pretty much that's it.
So, I mean, you actually stood up after getting shot?
Yeah.
So, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So you got shot in the back of the head, and you say you got shot in the nose. Now, describe that. You got shot.
I got shot in the nose. It traveled around my face and ended up in the back of my throat. And I got shot in the center of the back of my head. Still a bullet right there. Shot in the center of the back of my head. Yeah.
And you stood up.
Yeah.
So you made it downstairs.
No. I was, all right, so our plaza it's a ground floor, a mezzanine, and a first floor. Everybody was on the ground floor because all the kids was waiting for the party.
Right.
This how they set it up. They was gonna kill me and then start the party. Because it was people from all the high schools was outside. It was a bunch of people.
Right.
So on the ground floor, they was like coming to exit. And I'm like, niggas is. I went and got in the elevator and went upstairs. The exit is connected to upstairs. So when I went upstairs, everybody was leaving out the building. I'm like, man, I'm going back downstairs. These niggas. And they was waiting for me in the exit. So if I'd have went in the exit downstairs, they would have did that in front of all the kids.
Right.
Like not in front of them, but it would have been in the exit. But all the kids would have, I'm sure they still heard the shooting upstairs, but that's how it played out. We gonna kill him and then we gonna start the party. It ain't work out, but neither did the party.
I mean, how old were you at this time?
I had just turned 17. And some people, I was getting phone calls in my crib, like, you gonna die tonight, you gonna die today. They was playing excerpts from records with people threatening to kill people. They would call my house phone and play those excerpts. So I had been getting that, but I was a stick-up kid, so I didn't know where it was coming from. They was the last people I was worried about, to be honest.
What was the recovery process like?
Lots of yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I might have got more chicks after I got shot than before I got shot. They was jumping out the tree. I was in high school. I went to South Shore High School in Brooklyn. They was calling like, oh, I thought you was gonna die. Let me come get you. Like, oh, okay. Like, it was crazy.
Right.
But the recovery process, miraculously, like, I wasn't, like, to have been shot that many times, I wasn't really in bad shape. Like, I was only in the hospital for 30 days. Like, I came out the hospital.
That's a long time.
To get shot that many times, I would think a nigga be in there for 6 months or something.
Right.
30 days, all I did was lose weight. I came home, cut my own hair again, back in the loop.
And it didn't mess with your mobile, like getting shot in the head? Like,
you want me to break dance for you, like I'm good, Brian. Nah, I'm blessed.
Okay.
I'm blessed. I don't. Nope. You wouldn't know if I ain't tell you.
True. Yeah. That's a blessing, though.
Absolutely. I'm grateful and I'm thankful.
Yeah. Another line you said in that song, Tomorrow Never Comes. If I was gonna let you live, I would have wrapped my face. How deep were you in the streets?
That line kind of answered it.
Right.
I mean, you don't cover your face if somebody gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Only time you cover your face is when somebody's left to identify you.
Right. Okay. Serious question. Honest answer. When you were active, did you ever sold drugs to a pregnant woman?
Absolutely not. You know what's crazy? My block, I only serve white people. That's what appealed to me about it, to be honest with you. Like, my block had all the Long Island traffic. And then across the tracks was Woodhall, where Ja Rule from. That's my little man. He used to bust traps for me. It's my little man. I'm proud of him and all that, whatever, but that was my little man. They was
You had a relationship with Ja Rule?
Yeah, should be in his crib every day. I had an MPC 3000 in his crib. I introduced Ja to 50. Ja met 50 in Jam Master J's studio with me. He was just on Math Hoffa and said Black Child bought him. But how could Black Child bring you if Black Child was in jail? Black Child went to jail October 96. 50 ain't coming to the end of 96, 97. Black was in jail already. He came to the studio with me. We used to go to the studio to smoke with Jay. 50 didn't smoke. But me and Ja go to the studio to smoke with Jay, play the video games, and just chill. Ja we was never doing no music with Jay. He was just me and Black Child's friend. So, that was my man. Actually, my daughter, I got baby fever from his daughter, Brittany, and got the girl in this building pregnant. My oldest daughter.
Right.
Dead ass. Like, that was my man, but we fell out over a couple of different things.
Like what? Don't let it be a girl.
Nah. We ain't ever had no issues like that. Ja had short man's complex. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to, like Ja stand on the table and cover his face. Cause he wanted to be all over everybody, but he wanted to be, you know. We had a physical altercation once, and then I remember like I went to the studio with them before, and the dude Irv was like, "Yo, shut the f up," and everybody got all. I'm like, "Who the f you talking to?" Like, niggas like, "Yo, chill." I'm like, "Chill, what?" And niggas let this nigga talk to y'all like that? Like he don't got them balls. Like, what's going on? So that kind of separated us. That I didn't want to be in none of that. Like, you know, that dude passed away, you know what I'm saying, or respect to his family and all that, but I wasn't letting him talk to me crazy. Like, he wasn't outside, he wasn't putting in no work, he wasn't doing nothing. He was a dude that got money and then became a gangster. That's not how it worked. You know what I'm saying? Not as long as I've been out here, like, I'm not jacking that, so I didn't respect that paper gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that created distance with us. And but when Black Child went to jail, Black told me, "Yo, with Ja, he the only person in the neighborhood," because I was still over there hustling. Black just gone.
Mm-hmm.
He like, "Yo, you know, with Ja, he the only person in the neighborhood that's, you know, doing what we do."
Mm-hmm.
So Mike Geronimo used to come through. We used to go to Brooklyn to get Tyson and LP and different. Like Ja's manager, Gutter, they lived in the buildings next to each other, but didn't know each other. I put them two together because Gutter used to work for a elevator company, and it was by Linden and Plower where the Bud was at. So he used to come through. I'd be outside the job building, and me and him would smoke together. Then when I found out he was by LP, I used to give him money to bring me back weed. Then we end up smoking at Ja crib, and him and Ja started rocking, and you know, they did what they did. I just wasn't allowed because I'm not that dude. Like, me and 50 didn't get along for the same type of shit. Like, yeah, I can't son me. You can't son me. Like, period. Who you are, who you know. Like, respect me as a man like I respect you. Like, I'm not willing to tuck my tail for no bag. I'm not that guy.
So was 50 aggressive towards you?
Yeah, 50, me and 50 came this close to fight all the time. I didn't know he was a boxer. Jay knew it.
Yeah.
Jay knew I was a bug out, but 50 was a bug out too. So he used to always stop us like, nah. They go, Jay, let me beat this nigga up. Jay used to be like, nah, chill. Cause if it didn't go well, it was gonna go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was with it too. So like Jay used to be like, nah. Like he used to make me go on tour with him and all type. Like, nah, like he actually made me get on 50 records.
Who won the fight between you and Ja?
I beat Ja up, blacked his eye. He started crying, don't come to my crib no more. I mean, and I'm not saying that to get nothing on.
This was the Cash Money Click era? Or?
This was right after that. It was in limbo. He was in limbo. Like I remember Ja saying to me, "Yo, I could be on Def Jam. I could do records with LL. I could get next to Nas." I can remember the excitement in his voice, like with that possibility. Like I remember when Leo Cohen called Jam Master Jay and asked him about Ja, and Ja was like, "Yo," Jay was like, "Yo, he from my hood. Nah, he dope." He called and asked him, "Yo, what's up with the little guy with the big voice from the Cash Money Click video?" And Jam Master Jay gave him the stamp. But when Jam Master Jay took 50 and gave him I give you some more.
Yeah.
When Jam Master Jay gave Irv his demo, we was on Varick downtown in the Def Jam office. Irv office was across the hall. Hove used to be in there all the time. Around the corner, it was like a lounge. We used to smoke in there all the time. When Jay gave Irv the 50 record, 50 demo, they laughed him off, said he sounded like Mace. But this is the origin of 50 and Jay-Z's beef. 50 had a song on his demo called Somehow the Rap Game Remind Me of the Crack Game. Somehow the Mac Game Remind Me of the Crack. Doom, 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 doom. I remember it. I can hear it in my head. I might have his demo too. But I don't know if Irv did it, but somebody sampled Nas, and that was on Jay's next album. So 50 always been salty about that. Like, yo, nigga stole my hook. Like I remember that too.
Right.
Like 50 one of the only people that told me what he was gonna do and did it to the nines. Like the thing about 50 is he's the boss, period. Like I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the boss, period. Ain't no we not equal. Like his thing is hierarchy. Like the first person I ever heard say this, it's a famous saying. The first person I ever heard say this was 50. He says, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. And I'm a chief. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we bump heads. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't about to be no Indian. I mean, the Indians doing good on that side, but I just, you know what I'm saying? Like when he came, I was already, like he had to get up to where I was at. Like I was already to like schooled, and I was already making records, and he had to, like, so I'm not gonna be looking up to you. Like, nigga, you the young one. Like you just got here. It ain't young in age, but young in experience. Like you don't even know how to craft music. But, you know, he said what he was gonna do, and he did it. 100. Right. He did it.
How did Jam Master Jay see you as an artist? Was he saying you were dope enough, you're not good enough?
Nah, Jay, I remember asking Jay to go, like, Jay put out the Cream Team white label. I wish I didn't hustle so much, and niggas know, and one more record on it. And then Black Child went to jail. When Black Child went to jail, we was in limbo. This was late. I ain't even gonna put a year on it. Black Child went to jail. We was up in the air because Jay, like, I can't put the record out, the album out with Black Child in jail. Like, we need all four of y'all. So we trying to decide what we gonna do. But me and Black was BQE, and they was Cream Team. Me and Black was BQE. Jay just made us all Cream Team. So me and Black would have spent off eventually, but like I said, he went to jail, and 50 came. So when 50 came, Jay was just like, yo, just rock with him. I'm gonna get him a deal somewhere else. Like 50 wasn't team. Like 50 was an artist that came through the camp.
Right.
So, you know, he came through. When 50 came through, he had wild rhymes, like 84 bar raps that he wrote while he was in shop. But we taught, and I say we because I was there, and we taught him how to chop that down into 16s. We taught him how to start a verse and end the verse, and what the second verse mean, like music formula. That's what Jay taught me. Jay taught me structure and formula. You know, how, like, different song formulas, like Jay taught us that. So I was there to teach him. Like I did his first shows with him and all that, like, because Jay trusted, like, K know what he doing. Like I open shows for Run DMC. So Jay's like, K know what he doing, K going with you. 51 of his people with him, but Jay was like, nah. So you asked me how did he feel about me as an artist? I don't think he would have put me in that position if he didn't trust me as an artist. Right. And like I helped on Crown Royal, the last Run DMC album. I helped on that album. I think he respected me as an artist.
I want to go back to the DVD era. The DVD era comes around, and there was a rumor that Hell Rell was getting ready to sue some people he was down with. Everybody started bashing him. The gang members, the gangsters, the DVDs. Because Hell Rell is considered to be a street dude, so they wanted him to handle it in the street. Keep in mind, this is like a corporate type of situation. Fast forward to today. A well-known gangster sues a well-known podcaster. And none of these fake, selective vlogger podcasters had nothing to say. Do you think this gangster approach was appropriate? Or do you think he should have handled it in the street?
I think he was supposed to sue him. I think 20 years ago, he would have did it in the street. I think at this point in time, if you're in New York, like we're in a police state, everything is cameras on everything, everywhere. It's not saying stuff don't happen, But this ain't what we grew up in. It's a lot of stuff still unsolved from my era. A lot of stuff gets solved nowadays. So that whole tough guy, that shit out the window. The suckers got it. The suckers run the game now. You know, they talk tough, they fake tough, you know, because everything is surveyed. There's cameras everywhere. I'm gonna press charges. I'm gonna sue. Like, I don't think that make you a sucker to do it.
Right.
I think it makes you a sucker to do some dumb shit and get tricked off the street. I think that make you a sucker at this point. You don't get to my age and still do sucker and be applauded for it.
Right.
That's not how this shit work. And don't get it up. I'm not saying I'm suing people. I'm still outside.
Right.
But given the opportunity to deal with things a different way, I'm going to take that option. Like, it's a legal thing. We can go the legal route. Okay, legally I could do this and I could get a check for it. Cool. What am I getting out of doing something to you? I'm not getting that. Yo, bro, you can't even run down on nobody and get a bag. Everything's in the bank and credit cards. It ain't even like I can meet you at your crib. My bad. I shouldn't be talking like that. Whoa. I'm just saying, like, it ain't like it used to be. So the rules of engagement have changed. Like, dude, it ain't no police and none of that. But if it's a corporate situation and it's, you know, business is business. That's what dudes got messed up. Business is business. Business don't got nothing to do with the street. It shouldn't unless it's street business. When you cross and you getting into companies and LLCs and all that, like, that's business. It ain't no snitching in there. Unless it's some criminal stuff being done in the business and somebody tells. That makes it snitching. But business is business. Snitching is me and you in the street doing some stuff, I get caught, you tell on me. That's snitching. You get caught for something that ain't got nothing to do with me telling on me. That's snitching. To be perfectly honest with you, you being a civilian and telling that such and such killed such and such, you seen it, it's not snitching. You ain't out there. You told, you're gonna be penalized for it. Like, you know what I mean? You under fire for it, but it's not snitching. Snitching is supposed to be the criminals, a criminal code. I don't like, it don't apply to civilians. It don't apply. Like, how you gonna tell me it applies to that old lady that sit in front of the building? Like, she a snitch? She watched everything all day long. She seen something. You knew she was gonna say something. You did something in front of her. She not no snitch. That's what she do. And it's the same with civilians. Like, civilians, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a civilian, you're a civilian. Like, I don't hold you to certain standards. I hold somebody that me and them both held guns in our hand and did stuff, I hold you to a certain standard. We was in the kitchen, I hold you to a certain standard. We was pressing up cards and going to hits, I hold you to a certain standard. But the dude next door that I see, I walk past him in the hallway, I don't hold him to no standard. I don't know him. We not in cahoots. You seen something, you said something, you a civilian, that's what you did. Like, it is what it is.
Remember when snitching was snitching? Meaning, if you cooperate, you're a rat, you're an informer, it all falls under snitching. Now that the 90s dudes, their friends and family members are coming home and they snitch,
Right.
Now they want to categorize it. Oh, he didn't snitch on anybody. He just cooperated.
Nah, a rat is a rat. A rat is a rat. You can carve it up however you want to carve it up. A rat is a rat. Like, I'm not gonna stand, like, I'm not gonna smooth that out for nobody. A rat is a rat. If you're a rat, don't stay away from me. Period. If you a rat and I don't know you a rat, just stay away from me. I don't do well with rats. I know what I signed up for when I was outside. I know what I signed up for. When I went up north with my gun charge, I signed the paper in the courtroom for my co-defendant to walk out. The detectives in the grand jury testified and said my co-defendant dropped the gun on the floor. It wasn't his gun. It was my gun. It was my truck. I signed the papers and let him walk out the courtroom. Found out later that his lawyer was backbiting me in the chambers, but that's a whole nother story. But I stood up and did what I was supposed to do as a man. Yeah. Lost my deal. I was signed to SRC Universal. But I'm just saying, that's how that played out, because I stood on mine. So my gun, even though I got a record deal, even though Akon's about to blow up and I'm right there with him, like, I got caught. It's my gun. I got to take this.
Rappers, right? They have this thing where they're telling people, like other artists, you don't need a label, just put out your project. You don't need a label, put out your project. People are putting out projects, but they're not benefiting. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think you should make that type of statement without some type of guarantee.
Well, at the end of the day, you putting out your project on streaming services, unless you fudging your numbers, you're not gonna see no bread. Going to direct to consumer, if you're building, like, you gotta build one fan at a time. If you're building your fan base, if you got one person that'll buy a vinyl and buy a sweatshirt, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else will come, and then somebody else will come. When you build it yourself, you appreciate it more and you benefit more. I'm from the era of make a demo, give it to the label, get a deal, they do everything. They was blinding us. We never knew none of this stuff. We never knew about promotions and marketing, and we never knew about none of this stuff. So to actually be learning it now, it's refreshing. Because it's like, damn, this is why people were successful. Because of, like, we never knew what was happening in them offices. Like, we never knew, like, oh, this is the promotional department. Like, I knew the people, I knew the names and stuff, but I didn't know what their job entailed. Right. And that's what it takes for you to be successful. All we thought was, oh, because we were the label, you know, it's gonna go. We didn't know that, no, this girl does this amount of promotions here, and they do this type of marketing here. Like, we didn't know none of that. So learning it for yourself, it's a much better bag. I mean, I think that's what they mean. Being independent, it's a much better bag. Like,
but are you independent? When you're on a streaming service, are you independent?
I am. Okay. I am. So I mean, it's a
look at the streaming service as a label?
No, it's a partnership. Because me, I own on my ISRC. So that's something that they put right before you upload your music. Do you have an ISRC? If not, we'll provide one for you. That's the ownership of your music. Like, so I had to find that out. But most people don't know that. Don't cut that out. Let these kids know that. ISRC number. Go to Google, find out about ISRC, and get your own ISRC numbers on your music. That helps your music get picked up by your publishing companies. And sound, and what is it, sound? I forget the name. I don't want to shout out too much stuff anyway, but I don't look at streaming services as a label, nah. Like, I was signed to major labels. Like, I was signed to Atlantic Records. I was signed to SRC Universal. So I know what major labels is like. I was in the streets, so a lot of people ain't make it to my age. I say that in one of my records. You better pray you can make it to my age. I tell young dudes all the time, make it to my age. Like, you can say whatever you want to say out your mouth. Old head, unk, all that. Yeah, make it to my age. I can promise you I did it. You can't promise me you could get here. And then getting here, I seen a lot of my brothers gone. A lot of my peoples ain't make it. From being a child, from being 11, 12 years old, seeing my friends die. Never got never got to experience girls, never got to experience schools and traveling, never got to experience a tenth of the things that I have. I'm grateful. I been shot in my head twice in my body 5 times. I'm grateful to be here. Like a lot of the ideologies I had back then, I don't carry to today. A lot of that shit I did and a lot of the person who I was is still here and it made me who I am today, but I'm not like that no more. I used to walk around with a mean mug all the time. When I catch myself in the reflection, I try to fix my face. You know why? Because it don't matter how I look. I really do what I do. So I don't have to have that look. And I'm saying that to say over time, from being in the street, you start to learn certain things about yourself. Like that was a defense mechanism for me to be walking around like that all the time. So nobody tried me. Brooklyn was vicious. So once you're blessed to be older, it's like I don't gotta be like that no more. I can laugh, I can joke, I can have fun. I still get busy. But I don't have to look like I get busy because I really get busy. I don't have to give the defense mechanism so you don't try me. Try me. I talk to guys today that you know, from prison to the streets to the shootouts to all type of stuff, and we all in agreement, like, yo, bro, we still here. You know what I'm saying? Toast to the people that didn't make it, like, but we still here. Like, it's a blessing to be here. We're not trying to hold up to nobody's standard. Our families are the standard. My kids are the standard. My grandson is the standard. Like what's best for them. That's the standard, not the streets. The streets don't dictate what I do anymore. They did growing up. And that's, they shouldn't. They shouldn't ever. The streets shouldn't ever dictate what car you drive, how you dress, what type of chicks you mess with. The streets should never dictate that because it's always going to be a bad look for you. Dudes running out and buying cars instead of doing investments, instead of getting a crib and, you know, you worry about jewelry instead of, you know, securing your family's future. Like that's more important. And we've been distracted from that so long that it's time that the OGs like let it be known, like, nah, you shorty, that ain't it. You got $1 million worth of jewelry. Do you own any property? Where your mother at? I say it in one of my records. Where your mother at? How your mom's doing? Could you put that on your mom's? Like, nah, I can confidently say that we was misled. My generation was misled. I come from a generation that started, I don't mean to say me, but we was the generation that started dudes, like the dudes with the reputations and all that. Like before us, they was respected. Nobody even knew why they was respected, but they was respected. My generation was the ones that went up against them. Your generation is after mine. And I admit, we was really the Wild Wild West. Like it was really no rules, like outlaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that plays a part in everything after, because the structure was gone. After that, the structure was gone. The greatest, the greatest jerseys and my merch is up. I'm at Skrilla.We on everything. My project with self-service is called The Shortcut is the Long Way. That's coming out later on this year. That's also direct to consumer. I might get a streaming service and some singles, but everything else is direct to consumer. Trying to build this fan base to be a bit broader. Shout to the Narcotex, Dax, Empire. Those are the Drum Dealer, AG the Coroner, Ark Medina, SD. Shout to the Narcotex, Bear Essentials. I got a lot of stuff coming, projects coming. I don't really have nothing specific.
For people who never heard of you, what project would you tell them to go listen to?
I don't know. That would be a better question for somebody else that's heard my music. Like there's Broken Silence. I don't know if that's online. Broken Silence was the first thing I did after Jay passed and I started making music again. There's Broken Silence. There's Restoring the Feeling. Then I believe it's The Maxout. And then it's Better Late Than Never. The Maxout,
Better late than never.
Better Late Than Never.
I would recommend that.
Yeah, Better Late Than Never. That was that was the latest project. That was the last project I put out. It's pretty much people try to pigeonhole you into one spot. Like people always want me to do the gritty rap. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with that, but I love ladies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to balance my music out and make records for ladies. Even though the ladies love the gritty, they love the gritty, grimy. They love that hard shit.
Yeah.
I still like to balance it out because I don't like doing shows that's sausage fest. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to do shows where females feel comfortable and hoping I'm gonna sing their song or rap their song. Yeah. I don't like doing sword fight shows. You know what I'm saying? 90 dudes. Like I'm trying to bring the chicks out. So make a little bit of everything.
Right. Okay.
I write. I produce. Well, I don't write, but I make songs. I produce.
Yeah.
Shit, man, Skrilla.
Skrilla.
Let me address this.
Yeah.
So there's another Skrilla. Mm-hmm. Okay, to be clear, we're two different genres of music, so it ain't really no issue.
Right.
But the name Skrilla originated in Philly. The name of money being called Skrilla, that originated in Philly. But as far as online, I've been online as Skrilla since 2009. Shorty just popped off in like 2018. So I was there before him, but my name is Kaeson Skrilla, and he's Skrilla. You know what I'm saying? So there's a distinct difference, and there ain't no smoke or nothing, but just wanted to put that in the air.